aspirants, welcome to Time YouTube channel. Today's topic of discussion is error identification for IBPSPO and Clerk Prelim exams. Before we continue with the topic, here is a request. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, Time for Bank SSCCGLE, please do subscribe. And do press the bell icon to get all the notifications of all the videos that are uploaded here on a regular basis. Right. Now, let's look at the question. As you know, we have to read the directions carefully before we start answering. In each of the questions below, a sentence is split into 4 parts. Read the sentence and identify whether there is any grammatical error in it. So, we are asked to identify the grammatical error. The error, if any, will be in one part of the sentence. Mark the part with the error as your answer. If there is no error, mark no error as your answer. Ignore the errors of punctuation, if any. Alright, you need not focus on comma, full stop, hyphen and so on. Ready? Fine. So, when you are correcting the sentences given for identifying grammatical errors, you should read the sentence carefully from the beginning to the end. Alright? And you have to practice a few common errors before you take the exercise. Like, subject and verb agreement mainly, right? Singular noun, singular verb, plural noun, plural verb, right? Very simple, basic ones, right? And then prepositions. Alright? Okay, now let's start. The investigators discovered that first thing is, whether they may be right or wrong, you should focus on the verbs and then the prepositions, right? Other ones you can identify easily, but when it comes to verbs and prepositions, right, many youngsters, overlook them. Alright, so the investigators discovered that the suspect's fingerprints, fine. The suspect's fingerprints, correct, right? You have to see whether there is an apostrophe error here. There is no apostrophe error, perfect. So, this part is correct. There is no correction. Will not match with, alright. What's the verb here? Will not match, alright. I'll come to that later. Will not match with those found on the knife. What are those here? Fingerprints, alright. So, noun and pronoun agreement is correct. So, there is no correction here. Understood? So, what should you look at? Verb correction, as I told you. Alright, these are easy to find, but verb, it's not easy to find, right? You have to know, you should use the same tense, right, in a sentence. Say, you don't have past and future combinations. That's a basic thing. Present future combinations are there. If you ask me, I will help you, present and future. But past and future combinations do not exist at all. Do you understand? Alright, so this is about an action that happened in the past. So, you should use only past tense here, right? Not future tense. Is that clear? So, the investigators discovered past that the suspect's fingerprints will not match is wrong, right? What's the past verb here? Did not match. You understand? Did not match. Did is past tense. No, you should not take do not match. Discovered is past tense, so it should be did not match. So, this makes the sentence meaningful. Is that clear? So, this is about tense agreement. Alright. So, we are denoting a past action here. So, both the verbs should be in simple past tense only. Clear? Next one. On the last day of college, correct. The principal gave, correct. The outgoing final year students, correct. A lot of advices, incorrect. What's wrong here? Advices is wrong. Alright. There are certain nouns which are always in singular and which are uncountable. Do you understand? So, we should not use them in plural at all. Advice, luggage, furniture, information, right. These are used only in singular. These are singular uncountable nouns. Do you understand? So, what's the correction here? A lot of advice. A lot of advice. So, our answer is 4. You get it? All right. So, what's our answer here? 3. 3 is our answer. This is also correct. Do you get it? All right. Okay. So, a lot of advice, and if at all you have to use advice in plural, the words of advice, you can say the words of advice given by the principal are useful. You understand the point? So, either a lot of advice or you can say words of advice. Understood? Right. Next one. Long before they were released, again, they were released, past, remember. Long before they were released, the prisoners were eagerly, right, were correct. The prisoners were eagerly looking forward to meet their spouses. All right. Looking forward is okay, right? To meet their spouses, we have to check that. Who were waiting, again, were waiting for them hundreds of miles away. So, that part is correct. See, were, all are in past tense, all are correct. So, where is the correction? You have to have knowledge of this one. Certain phrases, right, looking forward to, certain phrases like looking forward to, am, used to and so on are followed by ing form. So, point is looking forward to is a phrasal verb, alright. Looking forward to is a phrasal verb which is always followed by ing form. So, looking forward to meet is wrong, it should be meeting. Alright, this is completely knowledge based, right? There are no exceptions. Straight, wherever you find looking forward to or look forward to, it should be followed by ing form. Do you understand? So, some of you read it as were eagerly looking forward. You stop there. Were eagerly looking forward to meet. Sounds correct. But how should you read this one? Looking forward to is a phrase which should not be separated. So, please don't separate. So, looking forward to what? Meeting. Looking forward to what? Writing the essay. Understand? Looking forward to what? Going out for dinner. Am I clear? Right. To give you more clarity, other expressions like am, is, are, was, were. Am, is, are, was, were. Am, is, are, was, were. Used to, all these followed by used to. Am used to, he is used to, they are used to. Alright. And looking forward to are followed by, right, playing, not play. You understand? Alright. Play is wrong. So, all these expressions, am used to playing cricket, he is used to playing cricket, they are used to playing the matches regularly. Alright, they were used to playing the matches. They were used to playing matches regularly when they were in Mumbai. Understood? Similarly, I am looking forward to meeting my friend. I am looking forward to going out. So, remember, more examples, more clarity. Am I clear? Next one. So, our answer is here. Where is the correction? 3 is the correction, right? This should be changed. So, our answer is 3. Clear? Next one. If these new appointees improve their IT skills, they will pretty soon qualify for a handsome salary rise. Alright. So, what are the connections here? This is if is a conditional sentence. Alright. So, what are these conditionals? There are a few combinations like if you ask me, I will help you. Present tense. If you asked me, I would help you. If you had asked me, I would have helped you. These are the conditional sentences. Now, let's see what's the condition here. This is open condition or possible condition, right? What is this condition? Open condition or possible condition. Alright. So, in open and possible conditions, you use present tense and will. So, if these new appointees improve, right? This is wrong. What's right? Improve. Present tense. Right. Improve their IT skills. They will, right, they will pretty soon qualify, right, they will qualify. Get it? If they improve their IT skills, they will qualify for a handsome salary rise. Is that clear? So, present condition or open condition or possible condition, you should use only present tense and simple future. That's a straight structure. Clear? Next one. So our answer is 2. Right, part 2 has an error. Next one. Never in the history of the nation. Never in the history of the nation. Stop here. If you start the sentence with an adverb or a conjunction, all right, like hardly, neither, okay, hardly, scarcely, no sooner, neither. If you start the sentence with an adverb or a conjunction and with a negative tone, right, the rule is you should write the verb first and then the subject. You get it? Verb first and the subject. That's called inversion of the statement. All right. Normal statement, regular statement is what? Subject plus verb. But here in this particular structure, in these particular sentences would start with negative words like never, hardly, neither. Either adverbs or conjunctions, you should write the verb first and then the subject. Okay. Now let's apply that. So never in the history of the nation, the government has been, the government is the subject, has been is the verb. Do you understand? So what should be done here? Write the verb first. So never in the history of the nation has the government, all right, here it is, has the government been, all right, has the government been so unpopular due to its misdeeds and bad governance. So the moment you find a correction, you can just stop there and then read the sentence completely. So never in the history of the nation has the government been is the correction there. So answer is 2. Like, hardly had I entered the room when they greeted me. You don't say hardly I entered the room. You get the point? Hardly I entered is wrong. What is right here? More examples. Hardly I entered is wrong. What do you say? Hardly had I entered. Hardly had I entered. All right, this is incorrect expression. So hardly should be followed by had. All right. Okay. Coming to neither, what do you say about neither? All right. Say, my sister does not like chocolates. My sister does not like chocolates. What do you say? Neither. You don't say neither I do. Neither I do is wrong. What should you say? Neither do I. Neither do I. So verb first and then the subject. Right. Neither is negative. Is this clear? Right. So you have to practice these structures. Remember these points. All right. Next one. Quoting statistics, analysts say, right, quoting statistics, correct. Analysts say, analysts is plural, say is plural verb, correct. That 1 in every 3 marriages, all right, ends in divorce. All right, ends. Right. If you think there is no correction, you have to check the subject and verb agreement and the prepositions. Normally, you miss these subject and verb agreement things and the prepositions. All right. So, yeah, what's a verb? What ends in divorce? What ends in divorce? What's the subject here? What ends in divorce? 1 in every 3 marriages. Not every 3 marriages. Not even 3 marriages. What? 1. 1. 1 is the subject. 1 is singular or plural? Singular. All right. 1 is singular. 1 in every 3 marriages. Right. So, 1 in every 3 marriages ends in divorce. Correct. There is no correction here. All right. So, 1 is matching with ends. Ends is a singular verb. So, no error. 5 is the answer. Clear? Simple and straight. This is very simple and straight. Only thing is you should know 1 is connected to ends here. And in order to get the subject of the verb, if you put the question word what, you get the subject. What ends in divorce? Not 3 marriages. Not even every 3 marriages. 1 in every 3 marriages. That is 1 ends. All right. Okay. Next one. The other employs uses variants of neoclassical realism. Variants, different varieties of that same type. Different types in the same topic, in the same subject. So, other employs, correct, employs, verb is correct. Variants of neoclassical realism, correct, to explain India's approach, correct, which he describes as drift, correct, often marked by equivocations and hesitations. All right, no correction anywhere. So, this is correct. India's apostrophe is correct. which he describes is correct. Alright, there is no correction at all. So, answer is 5. So, check subject and verb agreement and apostrophe correction, right, and then adverb correction or usage of the adverb often marked by everything is perfect. So, there is no error, right. If you know this, you can be confident about your answer. Next one. Though foreign policy stems from, originates from. Stems from is correct. That's a correct usage. Verb is correct. Preposition is also correct. Right. It originates from the national decision making body. Correct. And it reacts to developments. The sound is bad. Alright. And it reacts. Right. There is some clumsiness there. So, without even knowing what is the correction there, you can straight away mark 3 as the answer, because you are not asked to correct the part and rewrite it, right. You are not asked to correct it and rewrite it. So, you can just mark 3 as the answer, as simple as that. But let me discuss that. Alright. That happened, correct, outside the sovereign jurisdiction of the state. Perfect. Now, coming to this one, though foreign policy stems from the national decision making body, and it reacts, not necessary, and is wrong here. So, though that happens, it reacts to developments that happen outside the sovereign. So, though and are not necessary. This inappropriate usage of the conjunction and. Is that clear? But here another place where and at other place can be correct. Fine. Where is that? That happened. That is correct. That is what? Developments. Okay, so though foreign policy stems from the national decision making body, it reacts to developments that happen outside the sovereign jurisdiction of the state. Perfect structure. We don't need and there. Okay, next one. The movie comprises of, right, so that's what? Preposition correction. So this is also a common error. Comprises never takes the preposition of. That is redundancy. Why? Comprises itself means consists of. Consists of. So, if you use another of, it becomes consists of. So, comprises is never followed by of. Remember that. The movie comprises subplots that discuss extensively the influence of the underworld on the country's youth. Right? That discuss correct. Influence of the correct. Underworld on the country's youth correct. So, check everything. And all are correct except this one. So, answer is 1. And more examples, just like comprises of, despite of is also a common error. Despite of, never. Despite of is wrong, right. Despite his request, his boss did not sanction the leave. Understood? Not despite of his request. Fine. Or you can write despite itself means in spite of. Right, despite itself means in spite of. So, in spite of is correct, consists of is correct, whereas comprises of and despite of are incorrect. Right, these are redundancy corrections. Just like return back, revert back, repeat again. These are also incorrect expressions of this sort. Alright. Next one. In the future, the data offered by smartwatches, correct, could be used to detect early sign, right, detect early sign, I have a doubt, alright, okay. You can make a correction or read the sentence, right, to detect early sign to alert the patients about their future health risk, alright. Used to detect early signs, sign is wrong, it's not just one, alright, early signs. To detect early signs to alert or early signs that alert the patients about their future health risk. Alright, early signs that alert. Alright, so that even that is wrong. So, used to detect early signs that alert the patients about their future health risk. Is that clear? So, our correction is 3. Error is in 3. Understood? Right. So, keep practicing, and if you follow these techniques, you can definitely give the correct answer. But you need to practice, right? You need to know some of the basics in grammar. Clear? Right. And please do join and subscribe our YouTube channel, Time for Bank Exams. And here you have information on bank, SSC, CGL, insurance, railway and other related exams. Apart from this YouTube channel, we also have Telegram channel, Instagram and Facebook, and the links to join all these are given in the description box. And for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center, and for online coaching, you can enroll at this URL. I hope you have benefited from this strategy, right? Please keep practicing. Thank you very much. Keep watching for more interesting videos.